Hello there, and welcome to another one of my little sort of mini tutorial-y things. Again, it's pistons, because pistons are just awesome. Don't worry about that, it's just another thing work in progress. This is a really basic, again, another basic one. No doubt can be improved in certain ways, but for now it works pretty well. So yeah, you've got a corridor. So here's my corridor. We've got a lever. What does this lever possibly do? Well, it opens the wall. Pretty straightforward. Now this is actually a really simple door. It's not as clever as the door that Jed made. Oh, let's see with me in here. There we go. It's not as clever as that, but no, it's quite amusing. And obviously now I'm sort of stuck in here, so I have to dig through. But you know, you've got to assume that this is maybe a protected area on a multiplayer kind of thing. You can seal someone in that room, and that's it. They are doomed. So how does it work? Well, let me show you the workings. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. So, here we go. What I've done is I've taken away a lot of the walls, and I've actually replaced the door itself with glass, just so you can see what's going on. And as you can see, looking in here, the door is closed. Press that and it opens. Now the actual doors themselves go, the bottom two pieces go down, and the top two pieces go up. And as you can see, they just rest in the floor and in the ceiling respectively. Each one has a piston. Now always remember, when you're placing a piston, always be sort of facing towards where you want the wooden part of it, the actual bit that does the pushing. So effectively the piston will be pushing toward you when you place it, and if you get it wrong, just smash it with something or other and pick it up and replace. And again, the same thing with these. So I sort of stood here in the tunnel, went up to get those, down to put those. Now the thing to remember about these pistons is that you have to either... Diodes, these little repeaters, come very useful because they're a bit strange, and I'll show you why. Okay. In order for the piston to activate, it needs a positive signal. So if I put some redstone there, it pushes that piston up. If I put some redstone there, it goes back down again. And you're thinking, well, hang on a second. Surely they should both go up. Well, the thing with these pistons is that you need to guide the redstone in a direct straight line into the block for it to work. So as you can see, when there's just one stream of redstone and the line's going directly into it, it works. If that one's going directly into it, it works. But the problem you've got is when you put two bits of redstone down, it sort of forms this square. None of them are going directly in, so it's a bit of a tricky one. So what you do to get around that is either you could do a roundabout route that comes in from a different angle, or, to make things easier, put a pair of diodes there, a pair of repeaters. So yeah, that's how you do it, because that then sort of pushes the charge in a straight line directly in, and that makes it work. So yeah, it's always very useful. Okay, just going to destroy one of those. So I'll tell you what, I'll destroy it on one side, so it doesn't matter if it's open or closed. Now what actually happens is really simple. That lever transmits a signal to this redstone. One set of redstone goes up into repeaters for the top two, and one set goes down underneath and powers these two. It's actually that simple. It's not complicated at all, but it just, you know, it's a simple little door, not as complicated as the Jed one. Certainly you could make it a bit more interesting. I mean, you could actually, in theory, if you wanted to make the door a little bit more interesting, you could make it so it is literally glass on the top and stone on the bottom. So it'd actually be quite a cool little door. Or you could make the bottom lot metal, be like a futuristic Star Trek type door. You could also do exactly the same thing sideways. It might be a bit tricky to get the signals into the pistons. You'd have to come, say, one from this side, the bottom one from that side, and the top one from this side. But you could do it, and then they could open up like a sliding door. Go away, stupid cows. Ruining my demonstration. So that's pretty much it, really. It's not a complicated thing, but it just gives you an idea of what you can do with pistons. I'll be doing more complicated stuff later. But yeah, as far as a demonstration goes, that's your basic sort of piston setup. So yes, that's it. Your own little piston door. Let's see if I can crush myself. That'll be a... Now I'm stuck. Oh. Help? Hello? Anybody there?